Hey everyone, welcome to Ravendob Plays The Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Now, just want to say a quick few things before I start this one. Starting off with, this is a game that I've wanted to play for the longest time. I know I say that about nearly every single game I play, but this has got to be the longest running game that I've wanted to play for the longest time. And the reason why is because I remember playing this when it came out on demo. Sorry, let me widescreen that first. Oh, widescreen. Widescreen. How do I get full screen? Screen resolution. Full screen. There we go. Augmented? No. No. This one. Well, I guess that's the best we can do. Can I fix that? I'll fix that in editing. Right, what was I saying? So I remember playing this when it came out in demo for the original PlayStation so many years ago. We're talking about like, I don't know, mid-90s, early 90s. It was one of the most earliest memories I have about video games. And I remember I wanted this game back then because it looked really good at the time. And my parents never got it for me. But then I saw this compilation disc in game a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, which had all four of the broken swords in. So I thought, yes, I'm going to get that, and I've not played it up until now. So yeah, there's that. It's a point and click from what I remember. It's cartoony, 90s based. I think there was a murder or something like that, and you got to try and solve it. So I don't know why I keep looking at the camera. It's not even on. I don't even need the camera for this one. But yeah, so I thought I would start off with that. And let's go.
Paris, city of love, romance, and dreams. So they say. I used to say it too. But ever since that day, the day of the murder, I've always associated my beloved Paris with death.
Revolution! A Charles Cecil production. Bah! I don't know what the director's cut means exactly. So, interesting fact, that you can't buy this on Steam, but there is a Broken Sword 5 that you can buy on Steam. Not sure why you'd want to if you haven't played the first 4, but that's just me. I love this old-fashioned artwork. No fucking CGI here.
I was at home having a bath when my editor called.
Collard, get your ass over to the Palais Royal now. You got an interview. With Pierre Carchon. Yes, the Pierre Carchon.
The Carchon?
So leave your gear at home. He asked for you personally. Don't ask me why.
Dick.
Anyhow, this could be big, so if he makes a pass, don't forget. Just smile, say yes, and keep taking notes.
Say yes if he makes a pass.
And so very apt.
Sasuke hair.
Pierre Carchon was a media king, a national hero, and one of the most infamous adulterers in Europe. He and his wife Imelda were just one step down from royalty. Whoa, I hate mimes, but unless you humor them, they don't go away.
Try threatening him. Doesn't look like the most friendly of mimes. Sorry.
The palace of the media king and the ice cream.
I should stop talking, sorry.
I pressed the doorbell and set in motion a chain of events which would change my life forever.
Yes? What is it?
Madame, my name is Nicole Collard. I'm here to see Monsieur Carchon.
Come up, we're on the first floor.
Madame Carchon, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I'm sure.
The Ice Queen was certainly living up to her reputation. Will you be staying for the interview?
Mademoiselle, I know little of my husband's business affairs, and I care even less. I certainly have no intention of watching him pore over yet another pretty little journalist.
Pretty. You're too kind, madame.
Ah, the talented and very beautiful Mademoiselle Collard. Such a pleasure to meet you at last.
Monsieur Carchon, I am honored.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Call me Pierre, please. But I do not flatter you idly. I was a friend of your father. He was a great man.
My father, he never mentioned.
He and I were very close. And then his death. So tragic. I must... Imelda, your damned cat's in my study again. Another Ming vase, I suppose.
Such a
Excuse me for a
freak.
moment, my dear.
You journalists are getting younger each year.
Perhaps it's the rest of the world getting older, madame. That was no cat. My God, what? Monsieur Carchon!
I don't know why that's funny, I'm sorry.
He's dead. I must call the police. You'd better stay here. There was a man. It was the mime. Do you think he...
Well, I believe we can rule out suicide, don't you?
No wonder they called her the Ice Queen. She would have been top of my list of suspects if I hadn't seen the attacker myself. And if I hadn't come across a couple of murders just like this already. One of the most important men in Europe murdered. And here was I, Nicole Collard, alone at the scene of the crime. Should I wait for the cops or start my own investigation? It was a no-brainer.
Okay, so now we're playing. I don't need to read that. I'm sure it's all very straightforward. I know it looks very low budget, but I guess this was like, I don't know, top quality at the time.
The bookcase was filled with obscure first editions. A bust of Pierre Carchon, humble servant of La France.
Yeah, I guess I don't need to look at everything. He kind of reminds me of Berlusconi, prior political figure of Italy.
Mines and guns don't usually go together, but I had an idea that this was no ordinary mine. I'd come across this murderer before and written about him. The costume killer, at least that's what I called him.
Okay, well I see a hairpin.
It was one of my hair clips. My favorite, in fact. It must have fallen when I was knocked down.
You got beaten up, what are you talking about?
I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow. I opened his eyes. Best to leave the crime scene as I found it. I closed his eyes. It was the least I could do for the poor fellow.
Just messing around with him.
Some people hate searching corpses for clues.
What's that, a
Me,
what's
I'm
it?
okay with it. Reminds me of an old boyfriend.
What?
In his pocket, I found a ticket stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. Taking the ticket meant I tampered with the evidence. There was no going back now.
Yeah, you've already played with his eyelids enough. I'm sure taking stuff off a corpse won't matter.
Carchon had been shot.
Oh, really? Let's look at this for a while. Yeah, so as you can see, it's kind of like a very pre something, I don't know, like a very primitive Walking Dead. It's point and click. But yeah, this
round piece of glass had been cut out of the pane. This was a professional job.
this is
I
more.
didn't want to cut myself and leave blood on the glass. Call me old-fashioned, but I like to keep my DNA to myself.
I should stop talking when I click things. Yeah, I know it's very primitive, and maybe not a lot of people are going to be interested in this, but it's something I've wanted to play for a while. So feel free to have a look, see what video games were like 20 years ago, I guess. Man, I feel old now that I say that. But yeah, this one's for me.
The killer must have used a ladder to reach the window. He was long gone. Guess he folded that ladder up, popped it in his pocket and took it with him.
Maybe he used that. Let's go.
The police could turn up at any minute. Somewhere there were clues to the murder, and I needed to find them.
Okay, let's go in here. Let's look around this person's house.
The door was locked.
Bastard. What's this?
I reckoned that cloth might just turn out to be useful.
What, did I take it? I did. Okay, I stole it. Nice. Go to this rich person's house and
Even my fingernail wouldn't fit into such a small hole.
take their stuff.
Even my...
Yep. Do I... Maybe that lock... This? Use it as a lockpick? Yeah!
Aha! Nico, you are just so damn good at this stuff. Instead of comforting Imelda, I was ransacking her flat. Why? Because there was something going on here, and I had to get answers before the cops arrived. And hey, she'd been rude to me, so she had it coming.
Yeah, so you just steal all of her stuff. Nice. Should we close that? There we go. What's this?
A medieval pageant. Original, no doubt. The tapestry must have cost a fortune.
Yeah, you just wait there.
Imelda had talent, but I certainly wasn't going to tell her that.
Okay, what's this?
It was a tube of acrylic paint. French ultramarine. Just the colour I was after for my bathroom.
I'm sorry, I have to go. Someone is...
Hello.
Young lady, what are you doing?
She
Oh,
saw
this
me.
paint. It's my favourite colour.
For God's sake, keep the damn stuff.
I was going to, thank you. Let's talk.
Excuse me, madame.
Yes?
Right. Sorry for the squeaks, it's my chair. This one?
Why would a mime want to kill your husband?
Pierre had plenty of enemies. Half the husbands in Paris for a start.
Okay. Let's do this
I'm
one.
so sorry for your loss, madame.
No, you're not. You're a journalist. Journalists don't feel sorry.
Not true.
We shall see.
Talk
Why
about this
did
one.
your husband send for me? What did he want to discuss?
I have no idea. His business was his business.
He never told you anything.
No. And frankly, I preferred it that way.
Really? Who's this?
How did your husband know my father?
I have no idea.
You didn't know him? Thierry Collard.
Pierre knew a lot of people I didn't know, most of them women. This is quite a scoop for you. I suppose you're already inventing the headlines.
Just because I am a journalist.
Don't patronise me. You're all cut from the same cloth. Do you have any moral sense at all?
Bitch! Yes, I do.
That's why I do this job.
That's why I called you a
don't see
bitch.
your name in print.
As if my editor gets the byline, I just do the work.
Well, don't expect my sympathy.
The police will be here soon, madame. Is there anybody you would like me to contact? Family, friends?
No, I have no family. Pierre and I were... He was all I had, really. Not much, was it? The
Definitely not
dutiful
much
wife.
now.
That was my role. He never talked, never let me in.
I know one thing, madame.
What?
If you want to find out who killed your husband, then you let me do the job, not the police.
Why? How do I know I can trust you?
You don't. Because I have a halo around my face,
Your husband
head.
invited me here today because he needed me. I think he knew somebody wanted to kill him, and he knew I could help.
I doubt it was your database he was after.
You're wrong. I was onto his killers already. I am sure of it. Please, you owe it to him.
I don't know.
All I need is a few more minutes to look around before the police come.
You really do have a moral sense, don't you? I trust so few people.
Trust
and
me.
Perhaps Pierre really did think that you could help. Of course it wouldn't have stopped him seducing you too.
Of course.
Take this. It's the key to the drawing room next to the library at the end of the hall. It was Pierre's room. I rarely went in there. I couldn't. I was too scared of what I might find.
Panties.
Thank you. I promise you won't regret this.
Thank you, Imelda. Now you can look at my sexy ass as I walk away. How do I walk away? It's not like The Walking Dead. I can't just click on something. I mean, I can't just use the arrow keys. I gotta click on something. And the nope. How do I walk? I don't want to go in there. Hold on a sec. Oh, okay, I just got to click. So we go in here. Right.
The door was locked.
Aha. Was this one? There we go.
Now we were getting somewhere.
Oh yeah. You and me, Sasuke, versus the world. Let's look at this. Brightest thing in here.
Painting showed the Cachons together, in love. As the poet said, the past is a different country. Or did I read that in a fortune cookie?
Okay. Oh, it's a door.
There was the very faintest of clicks.
Poison gas.
Behind the picture was a safe.
Can I use the lock? I probably can't use the lockpick. Let's try.
The safe's lock was too secure for me to pick. How come it always works in movies, huh?
Convenience in the plot line. This.
As expected, the desk was yet another priceless antique. Yawn. The blotter and in tray had clearly been placed with mathematical precision.
Yep. Okay, what's this?
My heart skipped a beat. It was a carved elephant. But not just any carved elephant. It had been made by my father. I knew for certain because in my apartment I had its exact twin, carved into a box he had made. So Cochon had known my father. They really must have been friends. I decided to take the carved elephant. It clearly had nothing to matter.
You just steal everything in this rich person's house. I've already got one, but I thought I would steal another one, just so my elephant had itself a friend. Sorry if I've offended any French people at all. As you can see, my French is flawless.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper. Not while it was blank. I didn't want to take the tray, but I knew that I could use it.
Her. So I know I do this much. Remember this from the demo.
I'd spread blue paint over the bottom of the tray. It was ruined. I was a very bad girl, but also quite a clever one.
I'm a very bad girl. Come and get me. So remember I do this, and I remember this goes on here, but I don't remember how. Nope, wrong button. Wrong button. Open drawers. Use this. Yep.
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper.
Yep. Okay.
The paint had been squeezed from the tube.
So why have I still got this? Can I use this on here?
No.
Oh, okay. On here?
No.
Okay. Oh, can I go in here? I didn't even see that door there.
Locked. Not surprising, really.
Can I use that key again?
It didn't work, but I guess it would have been surprising if it had.
What about this? What about this? What if I use that other key that I've got in that keyhole? I mean, I saw the dial and I thought maybe I should know the code, but then why is that there? So, let's try this. There we go.
In the safe was some kind of artifact. There were strange symbols on its surface. It looked like the printer's blocks I'd made at art school. If there was one thing I'd learned about symbols, they are always important. But these symbols scratched into stone were impossible to read. I needed to find a way of printing them. At least the stone was
okay.
round. But what could I use for ink? And what could I print on? Sure, I was stealing, but I knew Imelda didn't know about the artifact, and Carchon was just caring.
I thought that was a loaf of bread, but okay. So I guess I use that over here.
The blotter was flat already. Rolling the cylinder across it would achieve nothing.
How about this?
I rolled the artifact in the paint until it was completely coated.
But then you put it back in your pocket, and now the inside of your pocket's going to be all inky.
An antique tray with not a lot
Yeah.
I could do with.
Yeah, just. What about this?
I didn't need a sheet of blotting paper.
Oh wait, it's.
Not while it was blank.
I know, it's this on here, right? There we go.
Genius. The roller and the pen worked just as I planned. But what did it say?
That's pretty flawless. Sub. Judas?
It was some kind of coded message. It read, subjudice. I may not have learned a lot as a journalist, but that was a term I knew well. It means a legal case that is before the courts. Below it was a sequence of letters that made no sense.
S.
I suddenly realized there was a connection between the boat ticket and the coded message. The boat ticket was stamped Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie on the Ile de la Cité, by the river, housed the ancient law courts. So, subjudice could in this case mean literally under the law courts.
Okay.
Below the Conciergerie. I was pretty sure I'd found all I could here. And besides, all this opulence was making me pine for my regular life of poverty. This was a huge story. It was also one heck of a puzzle with a lot of pieces missing. But I was going to crack it. And if I could just remember the name of that fancy prize you get for being an ace journalist, I was definitely going to win it this time.
So you fed up? You sure you don't want to steal any more stuff, any more paintings or anything? Onwards to the conciergerie. Okay, can we talk to Imelda again? Hey girl, how you doing?
Did you find anything useful?
Yes.
This carving, do you know anything about it?
It was Pierre's. What does the statue have to do with...
Please, I need to know.
He was given it by a friend. Something to do with Africa.
He never explained any more.
No. But I think it was important to him. Always on display. Why?
It was carved by my father.
Oh, I see. I didn't know.
Imelda, I will do everything I can to find the killer.
Thank you, my dear.
And if the police ask,
Don't worry. You were never here.
sub judice was the key. I was going to have to find a way under the conciergerie. I decided to head straight for the quayside on the Ile de la Cité. If there was a way of getting under the conciergerie, it would have to be from there.
Okay. You went from calling her a bitch and stealing her stuff, and now you're friends.
Canchon wasn't the type for messing about on the river. He was up to something down here. Something that got him killed.
Thank you for taking me here straight away.
The fence wouldn't move.
Okay. About this one, I guess that won't move either.
This fence wouldn't move either.
Okay, word for word, more or less. What's this little motif?
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
Let's go. Let's go in here. It's nothing open.
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Okay. Puzzle time. You must move the rectangular box. Okay. Yep. I don't need hints. Okay, so it's like one of those puzzles where you got to try and get the pattern with the one block in the corner. So I guess this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we come out of this and let's try the other one? Yeah. I don't need help. Okay, I got a good feeling about this one. Oh wait. Shit. And then here, and then there, and then there, and then here. I think I did it. I think I've done it, but I just need time to think this through. There. Here. Here, and then there, and then here, and then there, and then here, and then there, and yeah!
One down, one to go.
Okay, and now just this piece of shit. And that one goes there, and then that one goes there, and that one goes there. Yeah, done it!
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
I know, right? Fucking the master right here.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy, in more ways than one.
Maybe you should bathe more often. Okay, so unfortunately I've come to the end of this episode for The Broken Sword, but join me next time where we're going to be, I don't know, sniffing for clues in this fishy place. I do not know what will happen next. Expect more puzzles, more bad graphic and delayed reactions, and old-fashioned artwork. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Really hope you're enjoying it because, well, there's 4 more broken swords after this. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey girl, look what I got for you. You say good luck to you. Oh, I don't know what it is, but figure out what movie. Bye.